What if I told you that the time you go to bed after age 70 could be just as important as how long you sleep? And no, this isn't about turning into Cinderella and sprinting into bed before the clock strikes midnight. It's about your health, your memory, your heart, even your mood. Now imagine this. It's 11:37 p.m. You're sitting on the edge of your bed, flipping through the channels. Your eyes are tired, but your brain is scrolling through the day's worries like it's binge-watching anxiety on Netflix. Should I be going to bed now? You wonder. Am I too early? Too late? What does a healthy bedtime even look like after 70? Well, tonight, we're answering that question with the help of science, real doctors, and a few surprising facts that may just have you adjusting your sleep schedule before this video is even over. So grab your chamomile tea, fluff that pillow, and let's find out. What time should you really be going to bed after 70? And why does it matter more now than ever before? Let's start with a little story. Meet Eleanor. She's 74, vibrant, funny, and she runs a local garden club like a boss. But she's been waking up groggy lately, forgetting small things, like where she put her glasses. Spoiler, they were on her head the whole time. Her doctor asked her one simple question. What time are you going to bed? Eleanor blinked. Well, depends if there's a good movie on TV. Her bedtime varied wildly, sometimes 9:30, other nights close to 1 a.m. And that, friends, was the problem. Because after 70, your body craves routine. It turns out it's not just about getting enough sleep. It's about getting it at the right time. According to sleep expert Dr. Lisa Morrigan, a leading geriatric physician with 25-plus years of experience, older adults tend to experience a natural shift in their circadian rhythm. They become sleepy earlier in the evening and wake earlier in the morning. Fighting against that rhythm can lead to poor sleep quality and daytime fatigue. Translation? If your body wants to hit the hay at 9 p.m., let it. This isn't weakness, it's biology. And here's the kicker. Going to bed too late after 70 can increase your risk for memory issues, high blood pressure, mood disorders like anxiety and depression, even heart disease. Yikes. But now for the golden nugget of the video. What time should seniors over 70 go to bed? According to Dr. Morrigan and multiple sleep studies, the ideal bedtime for people over 70 is between 8:30 p.m. and 10:30 p.m. Yes, really, that early. Why? Because that window aligns best with the body's natural melatonin production, your internal sleep hormone that helps you fall asleep faster and stay asleep longer. If you push past that window too often, your melatonin levels drop, making it harder to get deep, restorative sleep. Now, before you start thinking, but I'm not a grandma who eats dinner at 4 p.m. and wears curlers to bed at sunset. Hold on. This is not about turning into someone you're not. This is about optimizing your health without sacrificing your personality or lifestyle. Want to go to bed early and still feel fabulous? Here's how. Tip number 1. Build a bedtime routine that feels luxurious, not restrictive. Think of it like your own little evening spa. Take a warm bath around 8 p.m. Slip into your softest robe. Read a book that doesn't involve crime scenes or scandalous duchesses. Unless you're into that, no judgment. Just maybe not right before sleep. Tip number 2. Dim the lights around the house by 8:30. Your body takes cues from the environment. Bright lights trick your brain into thinking it's still daytime. Use lamps or salt lamps to keep things cozy and signal that it's wind-down time. Tip number 3. No screens 60 minutes before bed. Yes, that includes scrolling through Facebook or solving crimes with Matlock. Blue light from screens suppresses melatonin, and that's the very thing we need to increase, not destroy. Let's pause and reflect here. You've spent your whole life taking care of others, raising kids, running homes, managing careers, feeding husbands, volunteering for church bake sales, you name it. But sleep? That's your sacred time now. It's not indulgent. It's not lazy. It's essential. Because when you sleep better, your body repairs, your brain resets, and your immune system actually strengthens. It's like giving your entire body a gentle overnight tune-up, every single night. Still not convinced bedtime matters? Let's get into some juicy science. A study from the Journal of Sleep Research found that older adults who consistently go to bed before 10 p.m. and sleep at least 7 to 8 hours per night show sharper memory recall, better blood pressure control, and more emotional stability compared to those who stay up later. Even more surprising? Those with irregular bedtimes had a 30% higher risk of developing early cognitive decline, even if they were technically sleeping enough. Whoa. Dr. Morrigan puts it simply. Regular early sleep is like hitting the reset button for the aging body. The earlier you sleep, the better your body handles inflammation, stress, and cellular repair. It's not magic, it's science. And here's a fun fact to take to bed with you. Melatonin, the sleep hormone we talked about earlier, starts increasing naturally around 8 p.m. in older adults. But by midnight, it peaks and then quickly fades. So if you miss that 8:30 to 10:30 window, you're literally missing your own melatonin party. And trust me, it's a way better party than anything on cable after 10. Okay, I know what some of you are thinking, but I've always been a night owl. And hey, that might have worked when you were 35 and running off pure adrenaline in Starbucks. But your body at 70 plus is playing a different game now. And that game is called preserve energy, protect health, and promote longevity. So yes, you can still have fun, live life, and even sneak in a late movie now and then. But if you're staying up late every night, your body pays the price. Want to know how your sleep affects more than just your energy? In Part 2, we'll break down how sleep improves heart health, memory, and even weight management, plus the secret bedtime habits that make seniors feel 10 years younger. And spoiler alert, it has nothing to do with wrinkle cream. Stay tuned. Now let's talk about what happens inside your body when you actually get proper sleep at the right time. Picture your body like a maintenance crew working overnight. When you sleep between 8:30 and 10:30 p.m., you give that crew enough time to clean up toxins in your brain, regulate hormones, repair damaged cells, balance your blood sugar, even reduce inflammation that causes joint pain. Yes, ladies, your 9 p.m. bedtime is basically free healthcare. And the biggest system that benefits from this? Your heart. A study from the European Heart Journal found that older adults who go to bed before 10 p.m. had significantly lower risk of heart disease, even when compared to people who got the same amount of sleep but went to bed later. Why? Because your heart likes predictability. Going to bed early helps regulate your blood pressure and cortisol levels, two huge factors in heart health. Think of it like this. Late nights are like keeping your car engine idling at full speed all night. Eventually, it wears down. But sleep at the right time? That's turning off the ignition, letting your engine cool, and saving gas for the next day. But what about memory? Do you ever walk into a room and immediately forget why you went in there? Yeah, me too. Welcome to the club. We meet on Thursdays, if we remember. Well, quality sleep, especially before midnight, is when your brain sorts through the events of the day, files away memories, and flushes out waste proteins that build up as we age. Dr. Morrigan calls it brain laundry. And here's the kicker. That deep cleaning only happens during deep sleep. And deep sleep is richest in the hours before midnight, not after. So if you're up watching reruns of Murder, She Wrote at 11:45 p.m., guess what you're not getting? Yep, brain laundry. And no one wants a dusty hippocampus. Let's hit on something most people overlook: weight management after 70. Yes, sleep affects that too. When you stay up too late, your body produces more ghrelin, the hormone that says, "Hey, let's have a snack," and less leptin, the one that tells you, "You're full, sweetie, put down the crackers." So staying up late leads to late night snacking, poor sleep, slower metabolism, and a frustrating cycle that leaves you wondering why your waistline isn't budging. But getting to bed early? It balances those hormones naturally. It's like hiring a personal trainer without the lunges. Now let's talk about something that doesn't get nearly enough love: your mood. Ever wake up cranky and foggy like your body rebooted, but forgot to load your personality? Sleep timing could be the reason. Seniors who maintain an early, consistent sleep schedule report better mood, improved conversation skills, sharper thinking, and overall greater satisfaction with life. It's like giving yourself an emotional upgrade, and who couldn't use that? But let's get real for a second. Changing your bedtime isn't always easy, especially if you've been a night owl for years. That's where structure comes in. Here's a simple sleep reset plan you can try starting tonight. Step 1. Set a lights-out goal time. Let's say 9:30 p.m. Step 2. Work backward. By 9 p.m., you're off screens. By 8:30 p.m., you've brushed your teeth, gotten into PJs, maybe done a little journaling or meditation. Step 3. Use light to your advantage. Open curtains in the morning to get sunlight exposure within 30 minutes of waking. This tells your body, it's daytime now, and helps reset your sleep cycle. Step 4. Make your bedroom a sleep sanctuary. Cool, quiet, and dark. Invest in blackout curtains, soft bedding, and maybe even a lavender diffuser. You've earned it. And lastly, Step 5. Don't panic if you wake up early. It's totally normal for people over 70 to rise at 5 or 6 a.m. If you've gone to bed by 9:30 p.m., guess what? That's still a solid 7.5 to 8 hours. You're not weird. You're well rested. One more tip before we move on, and this is one most people forget. Keep naps short. After 70, daytime napping is fine, but keep it to 20 to 30 minutes and try to nap before 3 p.m. Why? Long or late naps mess with your nighttime sleep rhythm, especially if you're trying to shift your bedtime earlier. So, in short, power naps? Yes. Accidental 2-hour snoozes that make you feel like you time traveled? That's a no. Let's put all of this into one simple sentence you can remember. Go to bed early, wake up better. Better memory, better mood, better heart health, better metabolism, better life. And honestly, you deserve it. You've lived through decades of alarm clocks, sleepless nights, raising kids, working jobs, and juggling chaos. This phase of life is about thriving, not surviving. And that starts with sleep. Not just more of it, but the right kind of it, at the right time. So now that you know when to go to bed and why it matters, let's talk about something every woman over 70 has probably wondered at least once. Can I just take something to help me fall asleep faster? Well, yes and no, because while the pharmacy aisle is full of sleep aids promising you'll drift off like Sleeping Beauty, not all of them are actually safe for seniors. Let's break it down. First up, melatonin. Yes, it's natural. Yes, your body produces it on its own. But here's the catch. Most over-the-counter melatonin supplements contain 3 to 10 times more than your body actually needs. Too much melatonin can mess with your internal clock even more, leaving you groggy in the morning, or wide awake at 3 a.m. wondering why you're reorganizing the pantry at dawn. Dr. Morrigan says the safest dose for seniors? Start with just 0.3 to 1 milligram. That's it. Tiny dose, big results. And remember, Melatonin isn't a sedative. It doesn't knock you out. It just tells your body, hey, it's time to wind down. It works best when paired with an earlier bedtime and low lighting. What about prescription sleep meds? This is where we need to get serious. Drugs like Zolpidem, Ambien, temazepam, and others in that category can cause confusion, dizziness, and even falls in older adults. And you know what's scarier than a bad night's sleep? A hip fracture at 2 a.m. These medications might seem like a quick fix, but long-term, they often create more problems than they solve, like dependency, daytime drowsiness, and increased risk of memory issues. So unless your doctor specifically prescribes one and closely monitors it, it's best to steer clear. Okay, but now you're thinking, so what can I use that's natural, gentle, and actually works? Don't worry, I've got you. Here are a few sleep boosters that work with your body, not against it. Magnesium glycinate calms your muscles and nervous system. It's often called nature's chill pill. Chamomile or lemon balm tea soothes digestion and promotes relaxation. L-theanine, found in green tea, helps reduce anxiety without sedation. Glycine, an amino acid that supports deeper sleep when taken before bed. None of these are addictive. None will leave you feeling like a zombie at breakfast. Just be sure to check with your doctor before starting anything new, especially if you're on medications. Now let's tackle another problem you might relate to. Why do I feel wide awake the moment I lie down? You've had a full day, you're tired, you're ready, but suddenly your brain says, hey, remember that awkward thing you said at the family reunion in 2009? Ugh, been there. Here's the fix. You have to teach your brain that bed equals sleep. Not worrying, not problem solving, not reliving your third-grade spelling bee loss. So, try this simple exercise. The 10-minute rule. If you can't fall asleep after 10 to 15 minutes, get out of bed. Yes, really. Go sit in a dimly lit room. Read a boring book. No thrillers. Breathe deeply. Then try again after 15 minutes. Repeat as needed. This trains your brain to associate bed with sleep, not frustration. Let's not forget the #1 overlooked sleep killer after 70, worry. Whether it's about your health, your grown kids, finances, or what was that noise the fridge just made? Anxiety loves to pop up at bedtime. And here's the truth. Your body can't fall asleep when it thinks it's in danger. And while you're not in any real danger, your brain doesn't know that. The solution? Create a worry window. About 2 hours before bed, set a timer for 10 minutes. Write down every single thing that's on your mind. No filter, no judgment. Just get it out. When the timer's up, say out loud, "That's tomorrow's problem, not tonight's." This helps your brain let go, and your body follow. Before we wrap up this part, here's a quick list of bedtime don'ts that every senior should know. Don't exercise late at night. It spikes cortisol and raises body temperature. Don't go to bed too hungry or too full. Either can disrupt sleep. Don't take long naps or nap after 3 p.m. Don't lie in bed worrying. Use the 10-minute rule. Don't treat your phone like a teddy bear. Blue light is not a lullaby. To recap, the key to falling asleep faster and staying asleep after 70 comes down to going to bed between 8:30 and 10:30 p.m. Creating a calming routine that tells your body it's sleep time. Using safe, gentle, natural remedies only if needed. Avoiding overstimulation late at night. Training your brain to associate your bed with peace, not problems. You can sleep better. You deserve to sleep better. And honestly, your best days start with better nights. All right, so far, we've talked about the best bedtime for seniors, why early sleep matters, the biology behind it, and how to actually fall asleep faster without turning to strong medications. Now it's time to bring everything together with something I like to call the 5-step golden sleep checklist. Designed specifically for women over 70, easy to remember, actually works. If you're ready to finally stop guessing about what works and start sleeping better, this checklist is your new bedtime best friend. Step 1. Same time, every night. This one's simple, but it's the foundation. Pick a consistent bedtime between 8:30 and 10:30 p.m. and stick with it. Your body thrives on rhythm. Sleep at random times, and your body gets confused. Sleep at the same time, and it starts working for you, not against you. Think of it like teaching a dog to sit. It takes repetition. Except in this case, the dog is your internal clock. And yes, it can be trained. Step 2. 60-minute wind down. Starting 1 hour before bed, you're officially off duty. Turn off the TV. Put the phone away. Dim the lights. This is your time to slow down, not rev up. Try this little nighttime ritual. Brew a herbal tea. Light a scented candle. Lavender, chamomile, or vanilla are great. Do a few gentle stretches or breathing exercises. Write down 3 things you're grateful for. This isn't fluff. It's neuroscience. It tells your nervous system, hey, it's safe to relax now. Step 3. Eat light and eat early. As we age, digestion slows down. That 9 p.m. snack might sound comforting until it wakes you up at 1 a.m. with heartburn or bloating. So here's the rule. Finish eating dinner at least 2 to 3 hours before bedtime. Keep it light. Avoid spicy, greasy, or heavy foods late at night. And if you're genuinely hungry before bed, try a light snack like half a banana, a few almonds, warm milk with turmeric. It's nourishing, but not enough to disrupt your sleep. Step 4. Declutter your mind. This is especially for those of you who lie in bed replaying every awkward moment since 1983. Before bed, do a mental unload. Grab a notebook and write down anything you're worried about, what you need to do tomorrow, or just how you feel. This clears your brain like emptying a cluttered purse. You're making space for rest, peace, and quiet. And here's the trick. Once it's on the page, you don't carry it to bed. Step 5. Protect your sleep space. Your bedroom should feel like a sanctuary, not a second living room. No TVs, no piles of laundry, no clutter. Here's your bedroom sleep audit. Checkmark. Is the room dark enough? Blackout curtains equals game changer. Is it cool enough? Ideal temp is 65 to 68 degrees Fahrenheit or 18 to 20 degrees Celsius. Is it quiet enough? Use a sound machine or fan if needed. Is your mattress and pillow still supporting you? If your mattress is old and lumpy or your pillow leaves your neck stiff in the morning, it's time for an upgrade. You've upgraded phones, kitchens, and cars over the years. Your bed deserves a refresh too. Now let's talk about something that's often forgotten but incredibly important. Caregivers. If you're helping a parent, partner, or loved one over 70 with their sleep, bless you. You're doing important, emotional work. But here's the truth. You can't help them sleep better if you're exhausted yourself. So caregivers, this is for you too. Model healthy routines. Seniors mirror what they see. Avoid overstimulation at night. No late-night TV marathons. Create a calm environment. Gentle lighting, soft voices, and predictable evening rituals make a huge difference. And most of all, take care of your own sleep too. You can't pour from an empty teacup, no matter how willing your heart is. And now, time for the final surprising tip. The one thing that helps sleep, lifts mood, improves memory, and even adds years to your life. Daily morning sunlight. Yes, really. Just 15 to 30 minutes of natural sunlight in the morning resets your circadian rhythm, boosts serotonin, and makes falling asleep at night 10 times easier. No pill required. Just a walk around the block, or sitting near a sunny window with your coffee. Start your day with light. End it with peace. It's the rhythm your body has been craving all along. So now that we've covered everything, let's rewind the clock for a second. You go to bed at 9:30 p.m., not because you're old, but because you're wise. You've got a bedtime routine that feels delicious, not restrictive. You're sipping tea, not scrolling TikTok at midnight. You're waking up clear-headed, well-rested, and ready to tackle the day, maybe even before the birds. And your doctor? They're impressed, because your sleep habits? They're textbook. You don't need more supplements. You don't need a sleep app subscription. You don't need to suffer through one more restless night. All you need is to work with your body, not against it. And after 70, that's the real glow-up. Because true beauty sleep isn't just about looking good, it's about feeling good, energetic, clear, balanced. So, next time someone tells you they stayed up until 1 a.m. watching TV, smile. Because you'll be the one thriving at 8 a.m. with a full night of sleep and a sharper mind to boot. You've entered the golden age of your life, and now, you're sleeping like royalty. If this video helped you, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to Golden Age Tips. Check out the other videos in our Better Aging playlist, and leave a comment below. What's your personal bedtime ritual? Oh, and don't forget to share this with someone you love, because we all deserve peaceful, powerful sleep, especially after 70. Good night, and good health.